I'm Michelle Kanan, and I will be working with you throughout this semester on computerized accounting. And so I've just recorded this brief video to basically go over what the class is going to look like, basic structure for the semester. First of all, where can you find me? Email is the easiest place to reach me. I do have an office in Claremont, room 143. However, because I don't actually teach any classes on the Claremont campus, I am rarely on campus in Claremont. And so email really is the best way to reach me. I will reach you through your school email, or if I need to contact everybody, I will send out a blast announcement through Canvas. And should you happen to see something come through Canvas and you want to go back and look at it later, that will be also on the Canvas site. Where to go for help with this class? Feel free to email me. There's also a discussion board. I will have a thread that is just generally for course questions, homework problems, and I really encourage you guys to help one another. Quite often, I may not be sitting at my computer and somebody posts a question, and it is a whole lot easier if somebody else who's already working on it can just step in and say, oh, hey, I ran into that. Here's where you can find help with that. And then it also saves the answers so that other people who have the same question can go in and see that. We offer free tutoring, so please don't wait until you're in trouble. I asked, and hopefully it was accomplished, had QuickBooks installed on the Student Success Center computers on all of our campuses. And so if you need to meet with a tutor, you can go in. You will need to bring your company files on a flash drive so that you have access to those, but otherwise the software is installed on the Learning Lab computers, at least a couple of them on each campus, so you'll have to ask somebody which one they're installed on so that you can go in and work with your tutor there. I will also assist students in person, but by appointment, so we need to schedule a time to do that, or over the phone, which is possibly the least effective way to help somebody with a computer problem. Zoom is really the most effective tool, and if you've not taken a class by Zoom, please don't get intimidated by it. It's very simple. Students who use it once swear by it, but I can send you a link to the Zoom appointment. All you do is click on it, and then you can share your screen with me. You can actually allow me to have control over your screen, and we can work together in the software to fix the problem. And sometimes I've had students that did a transaction incorrectly, and it just created a whole chain of problems, and they didn't want to start over. And it was just easier for me to go back in and get them back to where they needed to be so that they could go forward from there, rather than continuing to fight with it. And so, and I should also say that there's contact information in your book for reaching your book publisher should you have problems just downloading the software, using the access code, all that stuff. Those are things I can't help you with. So if you're having installation problems, access code problems, contact the book publisher for assistance with those. Each week in Canvas, we will have a module that will have all of the relevant links and information in it. We'll be doing a chapter each week, and there will be videos recorded, usually multiple, because I've done this previously and I've tried to do one long video, and students really expressed a preference for having me chop the videos up kind of by subtopic. And so you may find you will have 2, 3, 4 videos possibly for each chapter content that you can view at your convenience. There will be weekly case problems, with the exception of this week. We will have a comprehensive problem at the end. There will also be discussion board postings and a midterm and a final. The way that your grade will be broken down: homework will be 40% of your grade. The comprehensive problem at the end is 20%. There will be 2 exams, the midterm and the final. Each will be worth 15%, so a total of 30% for those. And then you will have attendance and participation. And you'd be saying, what? What do you mean attendance? This is an online class. Yeah, I know. So the discussion board postings and the quality of your postings and how much you participate in the discussion board will be used for attendance and participation. So I'm looking for meaningful posts, meaningful responses, not just, yeah, me too, or, the like button. We will use Canvas as our platform for the entire class. This is where you will find your grades, general announcements, weekly schedules. I will also, for the video lectures, I will post the notes, the PowerPoint slides for that. And there is an app for Canvas. So if you've not taken the opportunity to download that to an Android or Apple device, it is very handy to have all your course information literally in the palm of your hand. You won't be able to run your QuickBooks that way, but you will have ready access to due dates, know when critical things are going on, the announcements, and all the basic course information. And so, in terms of homework, people often say to me, well, how long should this class take? How much time should I be spending on this class every week? Our accreditation standards dictate 2 hours of homework per credit. So this is a 3 credit class. So you will have 6 hours per week of homework. And now this is an online class, but that would be in addition to any in-class time. So that's in addition to any time spent reviewing the videos. Now, for some people, as I put, your mileage may vary. You may find that you are very comfortable with this. Maybe you've used QuickBooks before a little bit and you're just kind of trying to become a power user. You may find that you're able to do this in less than 6 hours a week. If you struggle to get through intro to computer apps and downloading things and attaching files is a challenge for you, you may find that you're spending significantly more time on this course. So this is really an average, basically. But in any event, as we get further and further into the content, it becomes more substantive. And you should not try and sit and do it all in one sitting. Break it up over a couple of days. Give yourself a break. Now, when is it due? Homework is due Friday nights at 11:59 p.m. And you go, what? I work all week. How am I going to have time to do my homework Friday nights? Well, the short answer is I will very soon have the entire Canvas site populated and you will have the entire semester's worth of work available to you. And please start it the weekend prior to when it's due. In most courses, things are due Sunday evenings. Students don't start working on it sometimes until Sunday afternoon. And this is when somebody has computer problems or a sick child or ends up in the urgent care. And what was happening is I was becoming barraged with panicky emails on Sunday evenings for students begging for extensions. And so rather than putting everyone else through that, I'm setting this up so that hopefully you won't wait till the last minute to post your assignments. And in fact, we'll do those at the beginning of your week, which will technically begin on Saturday morning. And if you do need that extra time to get it done, there's no need to contact me. You can have until 11:59 on the Sunday following the Friday due date. You will get a 10% deduction for work that's turned in between Friday and Sunday. There will be no credit for work that's not submitted by Sunday night. So if for some reason it's just a horrible week, you can't get to the homework at all, you don't get it done, I still encourage you to do it on your own because the skills that we're learning are all building. So if you just skip a week's worth of work because you weren't going to get credit on it, it's going to prevent you from acquiring all the skills that you will need for the later assignments. Now, we do not have any case problems due this week, primarily because I want you to become familiar with the software, make sure everybody gets everything downloaded, have everything open and accessible. So for this week, all that is required is the Get to Know You video in the discussion board and the syllabus quiz. And I'm going to just hop over to the discussion board real quick. So I thought I would hop on over to our Canvas site and give you a little bit of a preview of what the course will look like once I actually get everything loaded into it. So this is kind of just a demo for now. But you will have some kind of start here steps. Each week there'll be a module, and I will open up the demo week 1 module, and it will have basic information about what this week's topic is, any notes about this week, and then there will be video lectures associated with this, and homework, and there may be links to the various things that you need to do, the PowerPoint slides, and so that's kind of your week at a glance. In addition, if you want to message anybody in the class, me or any of your students individually, you can go to the people section, and I won't open that now because it has everybody's contact info in it, and I don't want to necessarily post that on the internet. And so we will, you can reach out to somebody individually for help. Grades. All your grades will be posted here. And so you can see what the assignment weight is, and I went through that already on the PowerPoint, but you will be able to look and see where you're at any point in the class so that you don't have any question about where you're at. The discussion board, there's a link to the discussion board here, but the discussion board will also appear for each week in addition. So we have like this week's discussion board is the get to know you. And as we go on in the semester, this will all get really long. And if you want to be able to just focus on where you're at for a given week, you can collapse these things so that you don't have to look at them after the course is over, and so that you can just keep open the courses that are unfinished, and that might keep your desktop looking a little less cluttered. In addition, you can go to your calendar, and this is just showing the calendar for this class, but I could have multiple classes in here, and this has what is due at this point, what I have loaded into this sample. And so you can see how this would show up on your calendar. You can also create views where you can see all of your classes. So you can, at a glance, look and see for the instructors who are using this, and hopefully they all are, what is going on, what's upcoming in all of your classes, so that you can kind of see at a glance how you might want to balance your time out over the week. And so that concludes the course intro video, and I look forward to working with you this semester.